Hello and welcome. Excited to be connecting with you today. We are going to be chatting about how to increase your wealth by shifting these two specific vibrations. So when I talk about wealth or abundance, it really is who we are at our core. It's also the same qualities of our universe. We live in an abundant universe. So when we talk about our wealth, it really is returning to our natural state. Because really, wealth is the opposite of greed. Not what some people might think, but it really is. So let's debunk that. So I'm Janine Brawley, and my wish is through this training, you'll have more awareness where you can actually integrate this into your life, whether it's your business, your health, your wellness, your bank account, your clients, and make that shift. So first off, we need to be in agreement of two things. One is we've been programmed, we've been conditioned, whether it's by our family, our friends, peers, government, teachers, you name it, around scarcity, right? We were bombarded with the message around not enough, right? Whether it's, women's advertising, we're not thin enough, we're not tall enough, we're not whatever enough, whether it's our parents telling us, not enough money, money doesn't grow on trees. We've heard it all, right? So there's just this message all the time in different external sources around not enough, right? Lack. And so even if you're awake and you've done a lot of this work, it's so prevalent, it seems to seep in different areas of our lives. So we need to be mindful not to let that in. So as a result, what happens is we learn at some levels, different people, some people doing a lot of this, some people a little less, but be mindful of this. But as a result of all this not enoughness, we learn to go out and use getting energy, getting energy. So it is a lower frequency, it's a low vibration, but we learn to go out and get clients, get business, get leads, get money, get the relationship, get in shape. And it's quite closely, it's tied closely to I'm not enough, right? Or I'm not good enough, or just this not enoughness idea. So that's the first things I want to be in agreement with. The second one I want to be in agreement with is that there is enough. There's always been enough, there always will be enough. And abundance really is, it's our natural state, like I was saying, the natural state of the universe as well. There's no lack, right? Oceans, water, the air we breathe, there's just no lack. Even money, clients, business, there's no different. There's no lack. And I'm sure you can say, well, wait a minute, look at our environment right now. There is lack, right? But that's not our natural state. We've done that, right? So let that sink in for a minute. Your conscious mind might want to challenge that and say, well, wait a minute, but if you really look for a new lens, you'll see that there is no lack. It's all here, right? The lack is what we've created in our mind that starts with thought, turns into belief. Beliefs are only thoughts that we repeat over and over and moves into the vibration, the feeling, and we put it out in reality, right? So if you have limiting beliefs that kick in around that there is enough, right? You might say, well, I look at my bank account, I don't have enough, right? I don't have the clients I want, or there's not any good jobs out there, or all the good ones are taken. So that may be the situation, right? But I challenge you, or I invite you to challenge your beliefs. And a simple question is this true, right? Just because something is real in your life and exists doesn't mean it's true. So I invite you to look through a different lens. So if we are in agreement that we're bombarded with this message, not enough, not enough, not enough, but we agree that there is enough, there is enough, there is enough, and despite circumstances, we can move towards letting go of the frequency of getting and replace it with a higher frequency that's more aligned with our truth, our natural, wealthy, abundant state. What do you think that frequency is? That frequency that we want to move into, we want to move away from getting energy, and we want to move to the frequency of giving energy. Clearly a higher frequency, a higher vibration. So write that down if you haven't. You want to move from getting energy, or the frequency of getting, into the frequency of giving. Now, getting is scarcity, right? It's the umbrella of scarcity, and giving is under the umbrella of abundance. But I want us to talk specifically about getting and giving. And we can use the example of business. It's an easy one. If you're not in business, apply it to some other area, or if you just feel drawn to apply this to a different area, whether it's relationship, health, your specifically money, your bank account. And I totally get, again, that some of you are already successful, you're already givers, but there's always that another level of awareness, right? How you can incorporate this like every moment of every day with this energy of how to serve, how to show up, and how to give. And so let's, keeping that in mind with the getting energy and a business example or whatever example, when you think of applying that getting energy to your circumstances, it implies when we're using getting energy that there isn't enough, right? That what I want is missing and that it's not here. And whenever we come with that frequency, that vibration, we think we're going out to get it, but what we're actually doing is we're using resistance and we're pushing it away. So we're not trusting the process, we're disconnecting from source, right? And, tune into that for a moment. Like, what does that frequency of getting feel like? Like, what does that feel like in your body? And I don't want to spend a lot of time here, but it's important just to go tap in and go, yeah, that doesn't feel good, and move away from it. So for me, that would be like feeling anxious. There's some fear. It would be a sense of being on edge, tightness. Like I said, maybe that fear, that constricted feeling. So not a good feeling. So let's move away from that getting energy. And how does that giving energy feel? So it's definitely that higher vibration. There's a knowing that you are whole, you're complete, you're abundant, you're an extension of the abundant universe, you're supported. You know that what you want is here. It's here in vibrational form, right? When you're using this energy, nothing's missing. There's no resistance. It's just flow. It's just allowing, right? You know that there is enough for me, for you, right? A lot of people have that belief like, oh, well, if I have more, I'm taking away from someone else. When you have that abundant mindset and you're coming from a place of giving, you know that there's no lack, that you're not taking from anyone, right? So it really is the quickest way in your business or whatever area to being wealthy, right? So what does that frequency feel like in your body, right? Breathe into that. Like, what does giving feel like in your body? For me, that would be loving, serving, a knowing, a sense of flow, sufficiency, knowing that you're co-creating, you're trusting, there's abundance, right? Ease, flow, freedom. It's your highest expression. I mean, we are here to serve, to give, to love, to awaken, right? So if you haven't written that one down already, it's I must move from getting energy to giving energy, to raise my frequency. But it's important to watch out for that sneaky getting energy, right? So ask yourself daily, like, how can I give, right? You may be a giver, but how can I give? It's endless amount of opportunities every day and every moment, how we can give, how we can serve. And when you give this type of energy, it's what you're getting back, right? Where your energy goes, your energy grows. The higher vibe out, the higher vibe in. But you're not doing it to get, right? You're not giving to get, right? Otherwise, you're back into the getting cycle, right? You're just giving because you know you're whole and complete. You don't need anything. You do get something in return, but you don't need it because you feel whole already. So if you think about a time when you have given, how good that feels, when you have received, how good that feels, right? And if you know any of my work, I'm all about the embodiment. So if we use this example around business or whatever example is for you, we just went into the feeling of giving, what would be the action of giving? What could you do right away? I'm all about the embodiment, the feeling, the integration, and then putting into action. So what action could you take in your business or whatever that you could implement right away with the giving energy? Letting go of the getting, moving into the giving energy, right? What could you do for your clients, your peers, your coworkers, right? And so the more you practice this, you embody, you integrate, and you put into practice right away, you're going to embody that into the nervous system. You're going to gain new evidence. You're going to create new neural pathways. You're going to create new results, right? And you keep continually do that. Keep putting it out there, gain new evidence, embody it in the nervous system, create new results, new neural pathways. So I invite you, hopefully you can see how this can really increase your wealth every area of your life by letting go of that lower frequency, the getting, moving to giving, and really start putting into action by making that conscious choice. You got to make the choice. You got to make the decision, right? And that's when you create the different results. So I invite you to put this into practice right away. As always, I love hearing how you've implemented, how it's affected, and how you've made a difference in your life. And remember, the universe also doesn't return, not that you're looking for it, but it doesn't always return the energy the same way you've given it, right? So keep that in mind, be open, and I invite you to really explore these two energies and put into practice. Okay, chat soon, bye-bye.